you'll just feel more energized and driven in your life. Hey guys, I'm Jonathan White. I'm here to help you master your sexual energy so that you can magnetize your ideal life. If you're interested in learning more about sexual mastery, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to stay notified when I release new videos. Make sure you grab my free ejaculation control guide. There's a link in the video description below. All right, top 8 benefits of semen retention and NoFap. So semen retention is an incredible lifestyle where you start to build up this sexual energy. You start to build this energy instead of constantly dispersing it. Most men have never held a charge of sexual energy in their body for a long period of time. Most men have to release it. As soon as they feel it, they can't hold that sensation. And so when you learn to hold on to this sexual charge and build it, incredible changes start to happen in both your physical, your mental, your emotional body. So number 1 is increased testosterone levels. On day 7 of practicing semen retention, your testosterone levels goes up by about 150%. So you get this peak in your testosterone levels. So there's a lot of hormonal changes happening in semen retention, and I think that's part of a lot of the benefits that are experienced during semen retention. Number 2 is confidence. Your confidence is going to increase tremendously when you start practicing semen retention. For me personally, I used to really lack confidence in my life. And I think part of this was because I was constantly watching porn, constantly masturbating and ejaculating, just discharging my energy. And I was at this low hormonal state all the time. I had low levels of testosterone. I had no motivation in my life. And so once I started practicing semen retention, this was one of the biggest changes that I noticed in my life, was just this sense of confidence, this feeling that I could do anything. I would go out into the world and just feel confident, and other people pick up on this. So it changes a lot of things in your life. So all of a sudden you're not afraid to make bold moves, to approach women, whatever it is, you all of a sudden have this tremendous confidence in your life. Number 3 is increased energy. My energy levels skyrocketed once I started practicing semen retention. And I think that this is due to the fact that when you're constantly ejaculating, again, your testosterone is at a lower state, and the body's placing this priority on creating new semen, and it's pulling a lot of its resources out of the organs, out of the spinal fluid to create new semen. And this again takes a toll on the body. So when the body's spending like a third of its energy creating semen, because that's the priority for the body, is to create new sperm, to create new life. So when you're constantly ejaculating, your body's working overtime to be producing more sperm. So when you cut out that energy loss, all of a sudden you have all this energy to do whatever you want with, and it's incredible. You'll likely need to sleep less. You'll just feel more energized and driven in your life. Me personally, I live a very busy life. I'm practicing Qigong, Tai Chi, internal martial arts, yoga. I go to the gym. I'm at it for hours a day, and I'm running a business. I'm in a relationship. I'm very busy, but I have all this energy because I'm not wasting my sexual energy and having my daily practice. So I have this incredible amount of energy, and I don't need to take any stimulants or substances like that to try to increase my energy that way. Number 4 is increased motivation. You're going to have this huge driving force, just this motivation in your life. You're going to need to start keeping yourself busy because you'll have all this energy and needs to go somewhere. And a lot of this is the fact that, again, you have this huge charge of sexual energy, and it's really this desire that builds up, this desire. And a lot of guys can't actually handle having this much drive, having this much desire in their life. And it often seeks a shallow outlet in, just looking at porn, ejaculating it out, things like that. So when you're able to contain this huge charge of sexual energy and keep it balanced and let it drive you in your life, you have so much motivation. So it's really important that you keep yourself busy, because you're going to need something to put all this energy into, because you're going to be very motivated. Number 5 is increased willpower. It takes a lot of willpower to retain your semen. Let's face it, it's this biological urge we have to release our semen, especially in this day and age when we're constantly bombarded by all this sexual imagery in the media, on the internet, social media. You can't go anywhere without seeing a highly sexually stimulating image. So it takes a lot of willpower to get out of these old patterns of, stimulate, arouse, release. And this willpower, once you're able to do this, once you're able to resist these old patterns and start retaining your semen, this willpower carries over into every other area of your life. This was one of the biggest things I noticed, was that, when I was stuck in this pattern of constantly masturbating every day, constantly ejaculating, I lacked willpower in all other areas of my life. I was really lazy, I was unmotivated, I could never get anything done. I just kind of sat around and did whatever, Once I started practicing semen retention, I had a tremendous willpower. I started cutting out the things in my life that weren't serving me. I started cutting out my addictive patterns. because it was very easy. I had all this willpower, I had all this clarity. Like, I know I need to do this, so I'm just going to do it. It's as simple as that. Number 6 is increased attraction. You become much more attractive to others when you're practicing semen retention. A lot of people have experienced this, and there's many reasons for this. A lot of it is due to the fact that the hormonal changes that happen within your body when you practice semen retention. You have more testosterone, your body secretes more pheromones. The opposite sex picks up on this. Your skin becomes more healthy. You have this glow to you. Overall, you're just radiating this sexual energy. It's so magnetic to people, and everyone around you is going to detect this. And this was very surprising to me because I used to have a lot of trouble in the dating world. Basically, I had no confidence. I was, again, just discharging my sexual energy every day. And once I started retaining semen, all of a sudden women took an interest in me. Women were attracted to me all of a sudden, approaching me and things like that. And it kind of blew my mind because it was such a sudden shift in this area of my life. Number 7 is improved focus. Men feel brain fog after ejaculating. It's inevitable because these hormonal changes that happen. The body secretes prolactin after an ejaculation. Your testosterone is suppressed. You lose a lot of zinc through ejaculation. A lot of men are zinc depleted because they're ejaculating every day. They're ejaculating all of these vital resources, and they're not able to replenish it as fast as their body is releasing it. So this leads to brain fog and a lack of mental clarity. When you start retaining your semen, you become much more cognitive. Your memory increases, your focus increases. I developed this laser-like focus by practicing retention, and it amazed me because I used to be very distracted. I had a hard time doing one thing and just focusing on it. I was very scattered. But when I started practicing semen retention, I was able to just zone into whatever I was doing and completely give it all my attention and be very productive in that regard. Again, without having to take any substances. It really boosts your brain power and your focus. And then number 8, practicing semen retention, NoFap, increases your creativity. Sexual energy is creative energy, and we don't always have to express this creative energy as sexual desire. We may express it in art, in poetry, in anything, any creative work you can express this sexual energy in. And when you're practicing retention, when you're building this up, again, you have this high charge of sexual energy and you can channel it into anything, and you'll be amazed at all the creativity you had. This was very apparent to me. I used to be a full-time musician, and I used to think that I needed to smoke weed and take a lot of caffeine and stimulants to keep my creative juices flowing. But once I started practicing semen retention, I realized that I could use this sexual energy as a creative force in my life. It supercharged my creativity. I was really inspired and creative all the time practicing semen retention. And I see the same thing in others. When I see other men, they start practicing semen retention, all of a sudden they get all these creative ideas, they start a business, they become successful because, again, all of these factors in their life are changing. Well, so many things change when you start practicing semen retention. So there you have it. There is the top 8 benefits of practicing semen retention. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and leave a comment below. What benefits do you notice practicing semen retention or NoFap? Also, if you want to learn how to master your sexual energy and have a daily practice that charges you up, check out my website, jonathanwhitelifestyle.com. I've got some different trainings to help you tap into your inner power and become a sexual kung fu master. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, my friends.